All right, I want to pay tribute and do a top 5 list about a hero of mine who just passed, Bruce Conte from Tower of Power. A legend, a giant influence on my playing as far as rhythm guitar goes, and soloing too. He was just a monster and a master of playing the right part in the tune, fitting with a busy band, but never being overly busy himself, always finding a place to stick himself, be simple, be direct to the point. He was an incredible player, and he was a man after my own heart, man. He played super reverbs. He liked Coca-Cola, as you can see in the picture. And I'm playing a Les Paul today because Bruce was a Les Paul guy. Played a gold top on a lot of that stuff, all those hits. So we're going to count down my 5, it's actually 6, favorite Bruce Conte moments with Tower of Power. And, man, just pay tribute to the man because I love Tower of Power and I love Bruce Conte. Rest in peace, Bruce. All right, ruling. Let's dive into it. All right, number 5 to start us off is a twofer. I call this the James Brown-inspired Bruce. We're going to do Oakland Stroke and Soul Vaccination. These are like a typical example of the way that Bruce would slide around 9th chords and 7-sharp 9 chords in the James Brown, Jimmy Nolan style, which was one of his biggest influences, of course. So starting with Soul Vaccination, it's an amazing groove based around a D 7-sharp 9 or a fragment of a D 7-sharp 9 chord and E 7-sharp 9. So it starts off and then the verse. Soul vaccination. Everybody get in line. Soul vaccination. That's a little walk up in C. Oh, such a great tune. Really simple. So great. All right, and the B side of this would be Oakland Stroke, which is a more straight D9 chord. It's a super short song, but it's always been one of my favorites because he sticks to a part like Jimmy Nolan would and just hammers it home. It's an incredible example of a tune where everybody's busy as fuck and it doesn't sound busy. It still sounds funky. So it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So he starts on that, and then he hits a 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. It's nothing to the song, but when you hear it in context with that tune, honestly, his part makes it, along with the bass line. And he puts a rest. Rocco puts a rest. It's a brilliant tune, and it's a great start to our list, the sliding, James Brown-inspired side of Bruce Conte. All right, number 4. It's got to be Don't Change Horses in the Middle of the Stream. Now, this is one of Tower's bluesiest tunes. It was written by Lenny Williams and Johnny Guitar Watson. So when you hear the tune, it makes sense that Johnny Guitar Watson wrote this tune with them. And Bruce plays a killer blues guitar solo in the middle. It's a great, great blues tune in the key of G that goes like this. The main phrase is kind of this G7 to 4 over 1, and then G7. Get to the turnaround. Don't change horses in the middle of a stream. Giddy up, hi ho, yeah. Giddy up, giddy up, hi-ho, silver. So Johnny Guitar Watson, but unbelievably great, and Bruce plays a great blues solo. Plays a lot of that. But my favorite little thing is on the turnaround, coming back from the 5. Don't want to spoil our secret dream. Don't change horses. He plays that little 9th slide just before the break and the vocal. Don't change horses to the middle of a stream. In the middle of a stream. Oh, man. Such a great song. I hope you guys can realize how much I love this stuff and what a fan I am. Bruce was the man. Don't change horses in the middle of the stream. Number 4. All right, number 3 has to be Squib Cakes. The song everybody learned in high school jazz band, but with a legendary Bruce guitar solo. It's an unbelievably cool song. All right, I'm not going to break down the whole thing, but it's in the key of F, and it starts like this. So that's the A section, and then we get to the B section. So A section, all F, that pentatonic with those little sliders and the blues fills. But then we get to the B section, starts on E flat 11, and this is a cool section. It's like ba, 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 E flat 11, ba, ba, D minor 7, and then D flat 7, ba, 2. So it has a bar of 2/4 in there. A lot of people mess that up. Then it repeats that section again, and when we get to the B section, then it goes to the bridge, which a lot of people mess up, which goes like this. Da, 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 ba, 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 da, ba, ba, da, ba, 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 2, 3, 4, 1. Ba, da, ba, 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 2, 3, 4, 1. Ba, da, ba, 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 2, 3. So this has that 2/4 bar just like the first section, and then goes into a phrase that starts on the 2, so it hangs over. It's a really cool phrase. It's going C minor, D minor, E flat major, and then back to F. It's a great, great phrase. And then it leads up to a solo. It goes, walks from B flat, and he starts it off, woo, because the solo is in C minor. I'm not going to play the whole solo. I'm going to give you the main bits. It's in C minor. That's the start. And he gets to hear. That's a iconic lick from the solo. And he plays this. It's an unbelievably cool solo that you should learn if you've never learned it before. But Squib Cakes is a great tune with great changes, great arrangement, and you should check it out. That's number 3. All right, number 2 on the list is my personal favorite Tower of Power song and my personal favorite Bruce Conte performance, So Very Hard to Go, which of course features a brilliant Lenny Williams vocal. It's just a masterpiece. Bruce plays unbelievable stuff. There's 2 parts, so I'm going to play the A section and the B section, and we'll talk about them. And there's also 2 rhythm guitar parts. So here's the A section. I'll play it one time through, and then we'll talk about the chord changes, and then we'll talk about the chorus. So here we go. A section. All right, so those are the changes to the A section. And obviously he's playing all of this brilliant double stop stuff. It's in B flat major, and so it starts off with this little double stop. Right? And then it goes up to the 2, but dominant. It's that little bluesy slide. The second time he does this. Then it goes to C minor. Then it goes to A diminished or C diminished. And then back to B flat. So that's the A section, right? Then we get into the B half of the verse, kind of the pre-chorus. And it goes, I would never make you unhappy. Right? So that's the pre-chorus, which goes from B flat to B flat major 7, then to 5 minor. So F minor 7. Then it goes E flat major 7, right? To E flat with an F in the bass. Then it goes to D minor 7. Then back to E flat with an F in the bass. And then we're on to the chorus where it goes, so very hard to go, which is G major 7 to C over D. So very hard to go. Brilliant song. So I'm going to play the whole B section and chorus for you now, just so you can hear the flow. Oh, it's such a brilliant tune. And the thing to take note of, besides all the brilliant arpeggiating, there's a second part where he just plays quarter notes. Yeah, man, it's just an amazing performance and tune. My favorite, but it's number 2 for a reason. All right, ruling. All right, number 1. It's got to be What Is Hip, right? It can't possibly be anything else. Brilliant playing from the whole band, brilliant tune, but Bruce is ripping on it. And of course, it starts with the iconic fills. It has the fills between every verse, like the re-intro. And it's amazing stuff. This is the very first fill. I'm not going to teach everyone. The first one is the super iconic one. And it kind of just goes like this. Oh, come on. How good is that? And it's so Bruce, the Mixolydian stuff. It's just so killer. My favorite part of that is how he doesn't go. I mean, he goes kind of backwards. I love that. It's an amazing tune, and of course when it switches to rhythm. What is hip? What is hip? That's the shit, man. What is hip? Tower Power, Bruce Conte. I love you, man. Been listening my whole life. I'll never stop listening. Rest in peace, Bruce. Ruling.